Welcome back everyone. We've got a whole lot of watches in front of us today.
Today we'll be looking at 11 watches for the horology connoisseurs. We even get a $50 sapphire sandwich automatic watch in here. So we're still looking at value timepieces, but the special ones. The links to the listings of all of the watches we'll be looking at today will be in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. The GhostDiver. So this watch is actually powered by Seiko NH35, a Japanese self-winding automatic movement with 24 joules and 42 hours of power reserve. We get up to 200 meters of water resistance. Sapphire crystal is a given here. There are 3 color variations available, this black and a Kermit and Hulk homages. In the hand it feels hefty and larger than it wears. With 40mm diameter and a lug-to-lug length of 48mm, it should fit even the slender wrists. The homaged original is a special watch, no doubt. A timepiece that's become the gold standard for luxury diving watches, revered for its blend of elegance and ruggedness. Considering the original watch isn't just a tool for divers, it's a symbol of prestige, a piece of history on your wrist, recognized and coveted worldwide. It's the watch that's at home underwater as it is in high-stakes business meetings. Hence, I want to ensure I'm getting a timepiece that can withstand my scrutiny and my bias. The GhostDiver version 2 offers exceptional build quality and refinement that unfortunately cannot be matched by more budget counterparts. I know that because I've reviewed many of them. The high gloss mirror polishing on the flanks and outer faces of the oyster style bracelet is consistent and even throughout. The brush links integrate with the head seamlessly due to matching fine vertical brush strokes. The 6.8mm screw and crown looks significant on the 12mm case height of this automatic piece. Bezel rotation is convenient and actually fun here. The clicking pitch is higher than on the Benrus Homage, more pronounced, but because it's meant to be that way, not by chance or any other reason. The black ceramic insert is polished to a smooth and glossy shine, to match the black enamel dial lying below the sapphire crystal. Mind you, the Cyclops is also sapphire crystal and the magnification factor is also spot on, enlarging the date window to fit the Cyclops frame edge to edge. 200 meters of water resistance is provided for. This Saint Martin is a heavily inspired homage to one of the classical, if not purist-centric, military diver tool watches of the 20th century, coming from Benrus Type 1. This design is almost iconic as it represents the American military dive watch. The Type 1 was practical and built like a rock. In fact, it resembles one in a handsome and masculine kind of way. Introduced back in 1972, it was issued to the most elite units of US Armed Forces. The appearance may be understated, but the history and practicality are not. The bezel diameter is 41mm, while the case width is 44mm. This is a one-piece, thick steel case with double-dome sapphire glass, ensuring no distortions hinder the legibility on the dial. Inside we have a Japanese self-winding automatic, specifically the NH35, providing a 42 hours power reserve. The ceramic bezel insert is matte with numeral marked hours from 1 to 11. Minute dash markings track from 0 to 20. The dial is also matte black with lumed markers at each hour, a triangle at 12, battens at 3, 6 and 9, dots for the remaining hours. The luminosity is uncompromised, clingy and long-lasting. The cold blue light plays in line with the script of the watch. The sword hour hand works well with the hexagonal Saint Martin brand logo. There is no date, keeping the dial symmetrical and balanced throughout. The bezel is coarsely notched, making rotation convenient even if gloved. Bezel action is the best I have experienced to date. It's clinically precise. There is no backplay whatsoever. The clicks are prominent and deep. Resistance throughout the rotation cycle is impeccable and consistent. The bead-blasted case amplifies the military nature of the watch, yet the gentle curves and angular flanks still manage to create interesting, if not muted, light play across the watch. The nylon strap gets bead-blasted holes and a chunky signed clasp. This strap is actually attached via spring bars, so you don't lose out on any options for strap preferences. The screw-down case back and screw-in crown provide 200 meters of water resistance. The monster design is divisive. You either love it or hate it. No in-betweeners here. For me, this tongue-in-cheek or thematic poke at diver watches is amusing. I like to think people don't go to Marvel movies for the acting, rather the thrill, the chase, the chaos, and emotional uplift. This Frost Monster Homage is just that. Rugged features housed in steel shrouds, deeply grooved bezel, and a jarring dial that actually lures you in with that 3D pop and crystallic patterns. The slab of sapphire crystal is housed below the bezel and covered with anti-reflective coating, ensuring you don't miss a beat of the sweeping seconds hand, pulsing with 6 beats per second with the aid of Seiko's NH36 automatic movement. The piece features a knurled screw-in crown and screw-down case back, allowing for 200 meters of water resistance. A formidable homage that has evolved via Pagani Design's lens into a real stunner. The 37mm case diameter follows through with inverted end links to further minimize the lug-to-lug length to just 43.6mm. The sizing is robust and essentially unisex. The features making this watch so unique lie in the boxed sapphire crystal and a sapphire crystal on the exhibition back. So essentially, we are getting a sapphire sandwich watch with boxed sapphire crystal on top for $55. This is an automatic watch as well, with 200 meters of water resistance. The gravy train continues with a balanced dial, featuring beige numerals and batten indices for the hours, a black piano gloss dial accommodating distinct contrast and legibility. The screw-down case back and screw-in crown provide the 200 meters of water resistance. To top it off, a milled and signed clasp is offered on the bracelet.
The Boderry titanium diver has so many premium features which equate the watch to something special altogether. But there are two specific cherries on top of this cake which the competitions hate with all their envious green little hearts. Firstly, this is an own design. Secondly, it's offered in titanium, like this piece in front of us, or in bronze. With regards to the dimensions, we've got a diameter of 41mm, a height of 11.8mm, a lug-to-lug length of 47.4mm, and a lug width of 20mm. The black ceramic insert is polished to a high gloss. The white 0 to 60-minute numerals are actually loomed, adding a chilly blue hue to the formidable luminosity of the hands, indices, and the honeycomb pattern on the dial. With regards to the honeycomb dial pattern, this is not something new, yet Boderry is the first to fire the honeycomb up. The network of green lid hexagons create a lasting impression on the wearer and awestruck bystanders. Visual appeal aside, the practicality of this titanium diver is supreme. Considering titanium is less prone to the elements as stainless steel, it's also 30% lighter and 40% harder than stainless steel. The watch is powered with a Japanese self-winding automatic movement. The rubber strap further elevates the sporty nature of the timepiece. Incorporating a silicone strap embodies a seamless marriage between robust durability and refined flexibility, offering a tactile experience that is both luxuriously comfortable and decidedly resilient. Overall, Boderry have enhanced the watch's status as a sophisticated tool for the discerning enthusiast, illustrating a thoughtful balance of form and function. The warmth of the caramel brown is both nostalgic and refreshingly modern, making it versatile enough to complement both casual attire and formal wear. Furthermore, the Croydland is equipped with luminescent material that transcends the ordinary. Its superior brightness and longevity ensure that this timepiece is not only functional during the day, but also eminently readable in the lower light conditions of the underwater world or during evening activities. This lasting luminosity, coupled with the dial's complex and exquisite aesthetic features, encapsulates the watch's enduring appeal and assures its place as a distinguished fixture in any collection, bridging eras with its elegant fusion of tradition and contemporary innovation. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 41.7mm, a lug-to-lug length of 48.2mm, a height of 12.9mm, and a lug width of 20mm. The weight of the watch on this suede strap is 80 grams. The Croydland Retro Shockmaster 300 is a self-winding automatic powered by NH35. It transpires the air of that retro diver feel. The suede stitch leather strap befits that look. We also get 200 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal. The boxy sapphire crystal protrudes a slight bit just above the bezel for that retro look, but not too high, and keeps the overall watch height manageable at just under 13 millimeters. The bezel of the Sharkmaster 300 exemplifies the mechanical precision and tactile functionality. Engineered with a broad thread, the bezel affords a reassuring grip, allowing for effortless manipulation. Its 120-click unidirectional ceramic bezel insert enables precise alignment with an admirable ease. The rotation of the bezel is characterized by a consistent resistance across its entire cycle, a feature that not only enhances its functional reliability but also augments the sensory appeal. The absence of backplay between clicks underscores the superior engineering invested in this design, ensuring that each adjustment is both decisive and secure. Moreover, the distinct and ratchety sound produced by the clicks serves as an audible confirmation of the bezel's refined construction. The overall experience of handling the watch, watching the sweeping seconds hand circle the mesmerizing caramel dial, feeling the luxuriously velvety touch of suede on your wrist, positions this timepiece as an exemplar of high-caliber horology, with the family budget in mind.
I've actually seen numerous of positive comments in regards to this brand, and that made me pull the trigger on it. So far, with my initial glance over, I'm not disappointed. For $50, the watch features some really nice specs. There are two colors available, this blue and a black on black one. I mentioned that it is 300 meters water resistant thanks to a screw down case back and crown. The watch also comes with sapphire crystal and anti-reflective coating. I was surprised to find that the Cyclops is actually sapphire crystal as well, which is really good considering the very low price point. The only questionable point about the watch is the movement. It's powered by a Japanese Miyota quartz. That does say it's dependable, yet an automatic from this brand would set me back at least $80. Another point to mention is the bezel action on this watch. It is really sharp and precise.
We get plenty of premium components. Firstly, it's powered by an automatic movement, the Japanese 24 joules NH35. We get sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance is warranted by a signed screw and crown and a screw down case back. Another strong point towards this watch is its great luminosity. So we get bright blue lume on the dial as well as the bezel elements. And as we can see, the brightness is good, the longevity is excellent. This watch is a fully stainless steel construction. The clasp and the folding wing are actually milled. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 40 millimeters, a height of 12 millimeters, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. The only downside that I can see on this watch is the lug-to-lug length, which is quite significant at 53.3 millimeters. The weight, without removing any links, is 185 grams. The bezel rotation on the watch is stupendously good. There is distinctive ratchet during rotation, the clicks are precise, there is hardly any backplay, resistance during the rotation is consistently heavy and feels of quality. This Rollstimi RT7910 is a value buy and is also a fresh model for 2024. Baltany does manage to transpire the air of this unique and one-of-a-kind design, where center stage is the unconventional dial orientation, featuring an off-center crown positioned at 1 o'clock as well. On one side the look is so distinctive, while on the other it is actually so much more convenient for everyday use. The clean dial is offered in a brushed black or ivory white with classic Arabic numerals and a small second subdial at 4 o'clock. This VD78 quartz variant for $127 offers exaggerated brigade hands with those circles close to the tips. This is a budget-priced masterpiece. Now, of course, anything over $100, especially on this channel, is not that budget, but is still relatively budget, right? For $127, we are getting something really special. The 9.1mm case height, a lug-to-lug length of just 44mm, and a case width of 38mm make for a very elegant piece. The way it sits on my wrist is just magical, considering my wrist size of 6.5 inches is rather slender. There are no overhangs. This leather bracelet is absolutely amazing. The vintage feel to it, it is genuine leather. It feels it and it looks it. On top we get sapphire crystal with anti-reflective treatment. The watch for some $50 offers sapphire crystal, a fully stainless steel construction, screw-down case back, and a screw-on crown. The exhibition case back offers a peek at the Seiko NH35 self-winding automatic movement. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 41mm, a height of 11mm, a lug-to-lug length of 48.2, a lug width of 20mm, and a weight of 155 grams. A stunning piece that not only gets a luxurious form factor and premium components, but also on the wrist it looks like a very dear and expensive piece. No bling. The brushed surfaces make for a practical and toned down classy accessory look. The 45-degree angle bevels between the tall and lean flanks to the short and curved lug hoods add a level of complexity that's really not expected at this $50 price point. The 3-link stainless steel bracelet also surprises with its good fluidity and link articulation, while the tolerances are uncompromised, so really good here. The brushed vertical finish of the links make the integration of inverted end links and the head seamless. Another significant wow factor is the presence of half links on this bracelet. For $50 we are getting a piece that looks, feels and wears much more expensive. A lefty self-winding automatic GMT watch, and once again at $50 this is a bargain price. The rotating unidirectional ceramic bezel is bicolored. The look gives away the inspiration with ease, I presume, I hope. I actually wanted a lefty watch for quite some time, but I couldn't quite find what I was looking for in the right budget. Usually they're way over $100 on AliExpress. But $50, we're getting on an automatic. Fine, it's not the NH34, this is the Chinese pearl movement. We are getting sapphire crystal, 120 click unidirectional bezel, stainless steel construction. Well, I'll tell you all about it. But $50, and most importantly a GMT watch, this is very impressive. We get a signed screw and crown and an exhibition case back. The signed and decorated rotor allows for a glimpse to the cogs, gears and the balance wheel of the pearl automatic movement. The piano black dial is protected via sapphire crystal and a sapphire cyclops above the date window at 3 o'clock. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 40.5mm, a lug-to-lug length of 49.8mm, a height of 12.3 or 13.6mm with the cyclops. The lug width here is 20mm and a weight of 150 grams. The brushed and polished surfaces provide for enticing light play across the case. Then the Jubilee style bracelet adds to the luxurious aspirations of the watch. The tolerances are not superior, yet the fluidity and link articulation will ensure a comfortable fit as the bracelet links drape your wrist. The folding clasp is milled and signed, and of course, the elephant in the room is the GMT functionality, an absolute must for the dual time zone coverage. All this for $50. All the links to the listings of these watches are in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. I have bought all these watches and I always look for utmost value and for the best prices out there. These are affiliate links, meaning that if you do make a qualified purchase, I will be getting some kickback from AliExpress. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me get some commission so I can get more watches and review them. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this interesting and exciting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.